Hey everyone, today we are going to tackle something that looks kind of tricky, but is actually just a really cool puzzle. We're going to crack this algebra equation together, and by the end, you'll see it's not so scary after all. Ready? Let's jump right in. So, here's our puzzle, and yeah, I get it. At first glance, you see squares, you see square roots. It looks like a lot. But trust me, our mission is to look right past all those symbols and find the simple steps hiding inside. We're going to translate this from math into plain English. And this is basically our game plan. We're gonna break this thing down piece by piece. The goal isn't just to get the right answer, it's to actually understand the logic behind every single move we make.
Okay, every good puzzle starts with that very first move. And for us, that means dealing with those squares on both sides of the equation. We've got to expand them out so we can see what we're really working with here.
Let's take them one at a time. On the left side, we've got x minus 1 squared. That's really just x minus 1 times x minus 1, which, when you multiply it out, gives you x squared minus 2x plus 1. Easy enough. Now, for the right side, we square both parts inside the brackets. So 4 squared is 16. And the square root of x minus 4 squared, well, the square and the square root just cancel each other out, so we're just left with x minus 4. And just like that, after our first move, this is what we've got. See? We've cleared away those pesky squares, and it's already looking a whole lot less intimidating. Now we're ready for the next part of the game. All right, let's get into the middle game. The goal right now is just organization. We need to do some tidying up, get all of our pieces or terms onto one side of the board. That's going to make solving this thing so much easier. So here's the plan. First, we multiply that 16 into the x minus 4, which gives us 16x minus 64. Next up, we want to get everything over to one side, so the whole equation is equal to 0. So we'll subtract 16x from both sides, and we'll add 64 to both sides. Then, for the final step, we just combine all the terms that are alike. And voila! After all that organizing, we are left with this clean, simple quadratic equation. I mean, doesn't that just look so much friendlier than what we started with? This is a format we definitely know how to handle.
And that brings us to our final move, the factoring puzzle. We need to break this equation down into its smaller original parts to find our answer. You can almost think of it like we're doing multiplication, but in reverse.
So what even is factoring? Well, in plain English, it just means we're on the hunt for two smaller bits, two factors, that when you multiply them together, you get the big expression we have right now, x squared minus 18x plus 65.
Okay, so here are the rules to our little puzzle. We're looking for two secret numbers. Rule number 1, they have to multiply together to get positive 65. Rule number 2, they have to add up to negative 18. Take a second. Any ideas? Did you figure it out? Let's think about the numbers that multiply to 65. You've got 1 and 65, 5 and 13. Wait, to add up to a negative 18, both of our numbers have to be negative. So that means our first number is negative 13.
And if our first number is negative 13, then our second one must be negative 5. Let's just double check our work. Is negative 13 times negative 5 positive 65? Yep. Is negative 13 plus negative 5 equal to negative 18? Yes, it is. Perfect. We found them. So now we can rewrite our big equation as just these two factors multiplied together. This right here is the key that's going to unlock our final answers. We are so close to the finish line. All right, we made our opening move, we navigated the middle game, and we just played our final move. Now it's time for the payoff. Let's find out what solutions were hiding inside our equation this whole time.
Now, the logic here is actually really simple and kind of beautiful. If you have two things that multiply together to equal 0, well then one of those things has to be 0, right? So either x minus 13 equals 0, which would mean x has to be 13, or x minus 5 equals 0, which means x has to be 5.
And there you have it, the two solutions to our puzzle. We took a problem that looked super complicated, and just by translating it step by step, we found these two simple, clear answers. Seriously, job well done. So let's do a super quick recap of our strategy. First, we expanded everything to clear away the clutter. Then we simplified by getting everything organized. After that, we factored to find the core pieces. And finally, we solved for each of those pieces to get our answers. Just a clean, logical process from start to finish. You know, the real takeaway here isn't just the numbers 13 and 5. It's knowing that you can look at something that seems complex, break it down into smaller logical steps, and totally figure it out. So the only question left is, what's the next puzzle you're ready to solve?